So hi techies, welcome back to the channel. So the next library we would be studying in this playlist is OpenCV, and this is one of the most important libraries from the machine learning point of view and computer vision point of view. So before I tell you the definition of this library, I will tell you what is the full form of this library, because I think most of you wouldn't know what is the full form of this library. So the full form of this library is, let me write it, Open Source Computer Vision Library. Why the full form is important? Because you have used this library. Suppose you use this library in your project, you go for an interview. The interviewer asks you, uh, you have used OpenCV and you know all the definition, algorithm, all of it, and he asks you what is the full form, and you are just sitting blank in front of him. And trust me, this library we will be using in our coming project, like the OCR bot we would be making, in which we will be like reading the images and all. So there this library will be used, and that is a good project for our RAG. So that is a talk of later, but there we will be using this. So now let's come to the definition of this library. So OpenCV is one of the most popular Python libraries used for image processing, computer vision, and AI application. It allows computers to analyze image and videos, making it essential for machine learning and deep learning projects. I will also paste this definition which I made over here so that later you can just read it. Okay. Next, what is OpenCV? So OpenCV is an open source library containing 2500 plus optimized algorithms for processing images and videos. Okay, and it is mainly used for OCR, face detection, image processing. Let me write it down for you. So it is mainly used for first, image processing, second, video processing, third, face detection, fourth, object detection, fifth, image classification, sixth, OCR, text recognition. Next, mainly for this project only, I will be using this library, so that's why I'm adding it into the playlist. And medical imaging, next, self-driving cars. How can you guess? Basically, car moves, it takes images, and small bit images it takes, and it predicts that the object obstacle is in front of it, and no, in that this library help. And AI surveillance. So basically, in all that, you can see one thing is common, that there are images and videos. Okay, so this is the main usage of this library. Now we are coming to the installation, how we can install this library. Okay, you just have to write pip install OpenCV Python. OpenCV Python. To verify the installation, you can just write import CV2 and you can just print CV2 dot underscore underscore version underscore underscore, and output will be something like 4.x and x, the version which will be installed in your system. Now the question must be arriving that how this library we are using in machine learning projects and why we are using it in machine learning. So the main thing is that machine learning models cannot understand image directly. So how does OpenCV helps? It helps by reading the images, resizing the images, removing noise, and I would be writing each of it so that you can see. This library, OpenCV, helps by first reading images, second resizing images, third removing noise. Yeah, in mainly videos images don't have voices. Converting color formats. Fifth, detecting edges. Sixth, detecting faces. And I think I have done something wrong. Seventh, extracting useful features. Okay, so after pre-processing, the cleaned image is passed into an machine learning or deep learning model. Now, we will be discussing some of the functions of it. First is read an image. It read an image and it just read it. Second, displays the image. Third, it is used for save an image. Fourth, resize an image. Fifth, it also read blur images. It can also do edge detection, as I told you earlier. Next, it can also draw rectangle. Put text. And it can also read a video. These were some of the functions of this, and now I will tell you how OpenCV is used in machine learning. Suppose you are building a cat versus dog classifier. So you have a set of images of containing of cats and dogs, and at the end you have to like differentiate what are the images of cats and dogs. Okay. So the data set would be containing cat images and dog images. OpenCV will perform pre-processing. And what will be the pipeline? I will be writing it. First, it will read the image. Next, it would resize. What is the default resize? The pixel 224 into 224. Remember it. Next, it would convert into RGB. Basically, it will see the colors and all that, and it will just normalize pixels, which is very important step. Next, what it would do, it would remove the size, remove the noise. Convert to NumPy array. See how are the libraries interconnected between them. We are studying about another OpenCV library and NumPy library came here. That's why you have to watch this playlist from start if you want to get a good knowledge of all the libraries. And then finally send to CNN model. Without OpenCV, the model cannot efficiently process raw images. The thing is that it is a very important library, that's why. Now, basically, OpenCV in object detection, it is commonly used with YOLO SSD, Faster R, CNN and MobileNet SSD. Example application if you see is vehicle detection, person detection, animal detection and traffic monetization. Okay. Now we will see the pipeline of it in image classification. What is the workflow? OpenCV in image classification. Workflow. Here you have the image. Next, OpenCV. Then you resize it. Then you do the normalization. Then you apply the CNN model. Then we do the prediction. Now you will be thinking that what the CNN model we will be using, how we do the normalization and how we do the resize. See, in this video I am explaining you this about this library, not all these things. When we will be doing the project, each of it I would be explaining step by step, but not right now, okay? Because the objective of this video is understanding this library, and if I will start explaining all this, it would take up much more time, okay? So basically in OCR, how does OpenCV prepare images before extraction? So in, I would writing over here is OpenCV in OCR. So OpenCV prepare images before text extraction. How? We have the documentation. Then we do noise detection. Then thresholding. Then we apply the OCR engine. And then we use the extracted text. Don't confuse in this. I would be making a complete project on this OCR. Okay, from there you can see this. Now, I would be telling in real projects where can we use OpenCV. In face recognition attendance system we can use. In number plate detection we can use. In self-driving cars we use. In traffic signal detection we use. In medical image analysis we use. In hand gesture recognition we use. In mask detection, QR code scanner, barcode scanner, security surveillance, object tracking, argument reality. In all this project we use this library. So it is one of the very important library. Next, advantages of OpenCV. Advantages. First advantages, free and open source. That's why we are able to use it. If it would be paid, then it would be tough for us to use it. Very fast. And you know why it is very fast? Because it has C++ backend. Third, easy Python integration. Next, support images and videos. Next, large community support. Next, works with NumPy. Next, cross platform. It can like work on Windows, Linux, Mac and all that. Now, there are some of the limitations of it also. First, basic image processing only. Advanced recognition requires machine learning, deep learning models. See, it is just a library, so it can't do that advanced recognition until we use any model. Okay. Second, graphic user interface function like I am sure may not work in cloud notebooks like Google Colab. This difficulty I also faced for the first time I was using this library. Can consume more memory with high resolution videos. Okay. Now, I would be discussing some of the interview questions. Questions. Interview. What is OpenCV? So, in simple terms, you can say in just one line, OpenCV is an open source computer vision library used for image and video processing. Second, which modules is imported in Python? I have also written it as earlier. If you have seen the video, you must be annoyed. We write import CV2. CV2. Okay. Next, why is OpenCV used in machine learning? Basically, it pre-processes images and videos before they are used to train or test machine learning models. The models cannot understand the images and videos, so we use this library for it. What does cv2.im read do? It read an image from a file. And what does cv2.cvt color do? Converts an image from one color space to another. Okay. So this was all about this library, and I hope you like this video and understand what is this library all about. Okay, thank you everyone.